Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome to this video of Women Scare Me. I know that I legit just missed Valentine's Day for this video, but did you really believe that I could think far enough ahead to have a themed video like that? Because I will in the future. Now, I don't know about you guys, but everything about dating is terrifying to me. Going up and talking to a new person? Terrifying. Trying to be cool enough so you can actually ask for their number or something? Terrifying. Asking them to go out on a date and then going on that date, which is basically just two people judging each other? Absolutely terrifying. Like, what if I accidentally go on another hour-long rant about the Zombies trilogy or start talking about Frankenhooker? What am I gonna do, man? If only there was some kind of educational video that could teach me how to properly act on a date. Oh wait, there is. From 1949. The year of love? But honestly, I need all the help that I can get. So I hope that the wisdom of the baby boomers will sort me out. I mean, surely they have to have game for the baby boom to even happen, so let's go. So we open on a guy reading a letter from his father, I think. We never find out who the letter and ticket to the carnival are from, so I'm just going to assume that it's some random, omnipotent being that's broken their ankle? Maybe this isn't the strongest theory, actually.
Here's the latest on my broken ankle. Doc says I'll be alright, only I have to stay off my feet for a week or so.
Why is my guy smiling about that? Yeah, I broke my ankle when chasing after a car that had just hit my dogs. As I was crawling back to the safety on the path, a piano fell from the sky and crushed my ribs, and then a raccoon came up and clawed out my... Why are you smiling like that? I'm in incredible pain. I bet the part where my son got kidnapped and I had to find him with the assistance of a mentally disabled woman sounds like a wholesome and whimsical adventure for the whole family to enjoy to you. Well, yeah, that's Finding Nemo. You know, that's a movie. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Next you're gonna tell me that when I was younger and I got taken by a sad old man with a flying house, that's a fucking movie too. Yes, actually, that's Up, a very famous movie. Are you Russell? And when a rat taught me how to cook by pulling on my hair, what a fun movie that was. Or when me and my family had superpowers, so we had to save the... What is happening? So this kid has a ticket to the carnival, which admits one couple, which seems like a bit of a weird way to bring people to a carnival. Like, only couples are allowed in. If you show up by yourself, you get bonked on the head and added to the freak show labeled as the pathetic singleton. But he wants to go, so he obviously needs to find a date. And it's here we learn the first step of dating. How do you choose a date? Which, to be fair, is a good place to start. And the first thing it tells you to think about is looks.
Well, one thing you can consider is looks. Woody thought of Janice and how good-looking she was. He'd really have to rate to date somebody like her. Yes, he'd enjoy that. Well, it's too bad Janice always acts so superior and bored. She'd make a fellow feel awkward and inferior.
Just say that Janet's a bitch and move on? Get your head out your ass, Janet. Our boy decides that he wants to date Anne because...
She knows how to have a good time and how to make the fellow with her relax, have fun too. Yes, that's what a boy likes. He wants to know he's appreciated. Anne would be fun on a date.
So the advice here is to date someone that you like to be around. Kind of a given, that, to be honest. Why go out with someone whose presence makes you feel super awkward and stupid? You want to be able to hang out and feel free to eat candy floss like a psychopath. That's the dream. So now we know who we want to go on a date with. So the next step is to actually ask for the date. So here we go. He's ringing the girl. We're about to see the ultimate 1949 level Riz. And here is where the video starts giving you multiple different scenarios that the situation can go, and how you should approach them. And in one of the scenarios, he says this.
Hi, Ann. What you doing Saturday night?
Well, I guess I'm busy.
Oh, yeah? Any chance of giving him the brush off for me?
Well, of all the nerve!
Why is that even an option? Hey, I was just wondering if you were free all this weekend. Oh no, sorry, I'm busy that weekend. Okay, yeah, that's fine, yeah. As long as you guys Excuse me? Just let him hit it. For me. Hey! Oh, hey! How could you say that to me? I'm you! Wait, but if I'm you and you're me, then who is that? It's 8-time award-winning musician The Weeknd! Hey guys, it's me, The Weeknd. I'm here because Morgan didn't know how to end this sketch. We get a montage of the date, and 1949 seems boring as f***. But now we've gotten to the good night section. How should you end a date? Let's see how our nice, respectable protagonist decides to end the date.
How do you say goodnight? Perhaps...
Don't, please.
But Ann,
How could this happen to me?
Jesus. His first attempt is just straight up assault. That is genuinely terrifying. But of course, the correct way to end a date is to be respectful, say you had a good time, and that you'll call them again or something. How lovely. Now, I thought it would be a good idea to see some more modern advice and see how the world has changed. Has it changed for the better? Somehow I doubt it. So the other video that we'll be looking at today is a Tedx talk called The Science of Flirting, Being a Hot Ape. And from what I understand, Tedx talks are basically TED Talks, but stupid and bad. It seems like anyone could just claim to be a specialist and get themselves a TEDx talk, as this video will show us. And one thing I hate about this video already is the intro. It sounds like they just played 2 tracks over each other. It's awful.
Have you ever been in a situation where you've asked yourself the following question? Is this person flirting with me?
Is it... Are you trying to get all up in my guts right now? So already, I hope you're starting to see the level of cringe we're in store for. She says so many jokes from her delivery and stuff, I presume they're supposed to be jokes, and nobody laughs. It's beautiful.
I'm Jean Smith. I'm a social anthropologist who studies flirting. A flirtologist, if you will. Now, as a flirtologist...
How do you study flirting? Stop. No, you stop. Hey, what's that? Hey, what are you doing? Nothing, I'm just watching, studying. What? Okay, whatever, let's go. No, please, it's for my project, I've been spending years on this. Okay, that's fine, I guess, that's alright. Hey, are you flirting with me? What? No, obviously not. Come on, Mary, let's get out of here. What, you two know each other? Yeah, she's my partner. We've been conducting a study to see how men flirt. But we've been together for 6 years. And it's been the most scientifically sound 6 years of my life. Philip never trusted love after that. He learned that the only person he could rely on is himself. He then went on to become Elon Musk's cousin's work friend's dog walker.
And I work with clients, both private and corporate, all with the goal of helping people to become better flirts.
What corporate clients? What businesses require you to need to know how to be great at flirting? Hi, welcome to your first shift at McDonald's. Here at McDonald's we value hard work, a strong work ethic, and the ability to pull Gladys when she comes in for a weekly fillet of fish. Every now and then the camera flips and shows the audience, and there's people taking notes. Why? I feel like if it's at the point where you have to check notes in the middle of flirting, it's already too late. Just do what I do and be too scared to talk to women.
Unless, of course, you're a Japanese male. And in that case, you could go on to marry your video game girlfriend, Rinko. So...
Why would you say that? That's so unnecessary. Come on, Jean. I love how you can see the exact moment that she realizes the joke had flopped. All hope just left her eyes. She tells us that she traveled all over the world, studying different cultures and how they flirted. So she was able to pick out 6 signs of flirting.
And I teach this as... hot ape.
Just the silence of the room when she reveals that. She has a little giggle, but everyone else is so done already.
So what if I were to say to you, you must be a parking ticket because you've got fine written all over you? Would you laugh? Well, H is for humor.
Surely pickup lines only work like 1% of the time, and only if you're already attractive enough to not need to use them.
Raise your hand if you thought my joke was funny. Go ahead. Don't be shy. Okay, everyone with your hands up. I would totally date you. Well, if my husband weren't such a control freak. But anyway,
What? God, if my husband wasn't such a controlling bastard, I would go out with everyone in this room. Imagine the husband just sat in the audience like, oh man. I would totally be into that.
It takes time. Does anyone here like reading a good novel? Watching an interesting TED Talk? Does anyone here like test cricket? These things also take time, especially test cricket. 5 days?
What random trauma happened to her involving test cricket? This poor woman has been wronged by test cricket in some very horrendous way, and I need to get to the bottom of it.
To see if someone's interested, look at the direction in which their feet are pointing. So if their feet are pointing at you, good sign. If they're kind of out to the side, it means they're planning their escape route.
So when you're talking to someone, you have to just keep checking their feet. So you'll be like, that's what I said. That's not the half of the centaur I was talking about. Wait, your feet are at a 45-degree angle. You're trying to escape.
The further away our limbs are from our brain, the harder it is for us to control them. So, Shakira, I know you say the hips don't lie, but the flirtologist is here to say the feet don't lie.
I don't know how true that is. I've never been walking around and lost complete control over my feet, stomping on passers-by like, I'm so sorry, I can't control them. They're too far away from my brain. And if that were true, how would basketballers be able to do anything? Think about it.
T is for touch. Oh, another place that would be nice to touch would be just here at the top of the back between the shoulder blades. Perhaps if you're passing by, you can give a light touch.
As you're passing by? So if you see someone you're attracted to in the street, walk by them and stroke the top of their back. They will immediately know that you're into them and definitely won't immediately run away screaming.
And as long as you remember, I like test cricket. It lasts 5 days. I don't have time to hot ape with everyone.
Back at it with the test cricket. Damn, Daniel. I fucking hated that meme. I'm just gonna assume that she was once the top test cricket player in the world until one day she missed her own wedding because she had to play in the finals of a test cricket tournament instead. She explains that A is for attention. So like if you do something and you see their reaction and it's good, you're in there, my guy. P is proximity. So if someone is stood directly in front of you, they're probably into you. I fucking knew my dentist was into me. The rest of them aren't really that funny. And the final one is...
Can anyone guess what it is? Thank you. It's eye contact. This was the #1 way that people could understand someone is flirting with them.
I don't like the monkey with evil laser eyes. That thing's gonna rip my fucking face off. And now she's talking about a client she had who tried getting with a dude but got rejected, and this is her figuring out why.
What about touch? Did you touch him? Like, backhand? Oh, God, I didn't use touch. And then they started laughing. They're like, well, no wonder.
Oh, of course. The only reason they weren't interested in me is because I didn't grab him and shout, "Go out on a date with me!" That's the only possible answer. Sometimes people just aren't into you. She's hyping up this theory, I guess. She's hyping up this theory like if you don't follow all of these rules, if you don't touch them or you don't cross your arms, if you're not constantly thinking about feet or you're not a monkey with laser eyes, no one is going to date you. She describes it as making flirting into a checklist, so you can kind of get out of your head and have things to do and to focus on to make the whole process a little easier. But that doesn't make going up and flirting with someone any less terrifying. Or at least it doesn't for me. You guys are probably great at it. I'm the weird one. But that will be the end of today's video. I hope we all learned something new about how to date and flirt. I know that I certainly learned a lot and acquired a new sleep paralysis demon. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video, share it around, subscribe. It really means a lot to me and I really appreciate it. And if you do, then I will become your personal flirting and dating coach until you find the perfect match. And with my advice, it will probably take a few years, but I'll try my best. Have a great day.